Nothing.
Okay, a disappointing weekend for Jays fans. The Blue Jays have dropped Game 2 of the American League Championship Series.
Well hit ball to deep right center. Far side back, and it's gone.
That was one of 3 dingers by the Mariners yesterday, and Seattle ultimately took this one 10-3 over the Jays, so they're now 2 games up. It's a best-of-7 series. It now shifts west to Seattle, so let's talk more about this. Matt Cauz from TSN Radio is live with us again this morning to kind of break down where the Jays are here, Matt, and it seems like the Jays are in trouble territory. I mean, I think they've run into the back end of the Mariners' sort of rotation. The better pitchers are on the way here. How do you feel about the Jays right now as they head for, hopefully, 3 games in Seattle?
Yeah, this has been nothing short of a disaster for the Blue Jays. Remember, and you kind of alluded to it, going into it, everyone was feeling great. Toronto beat the Yankees in 4, scored 34 runs off of them, were well rested. Meanwhile, Seattle, 15-inning game to beat Detroit in Game 5. They used 3 starters in that game, have to fly to Toronto, flights delayed, everything is going great. And then what happened on Sunday? The Jays bats went cold against the 4th or 5th best pitcher, Bryce Miller for Seattle. And then again yesterday, I know the bullpen was bad and, just the Jays couldn't do much pitching-wise. But again, they only scored 3 runs. 4 runs in 2 games is the main reason we're here with the Jays down 0-2 to Seattle.
Yeah, I mean, and it started off so promising with the game on Sunday. First pitch to George Springer, and he hits it out of the park, but that would be it. And really nothing after that. And then bats kind of silent after that. Vladdy really hasn't had a hit this series. Bo Bichette is not in the lineup, so you got to question if that has anything to do with it. But when it comes to the pitching, Matt, do you think Savage was pulled prematurely yesterday?
I think, we see this all the time, that pitchers always get pulled earlier than they should. You could say the same thing about Kevin Gausman on Sunday. And, Savage, the issue is his velocity was down, and John Schneider pointed that out. I didn't have too much of a problem with Savage getting pulled. I mean, the shame of it was he starts out so poorly, hits a batter, walks a batter, 3-run home run, then settles in. And I think with Schneider, it was probably the correct call to do. But on this Tuesday with the Jays down 0-2, we're going to question all of it. But you know what? This is not like what it was before with John Schneider pulling Jose Barrios. I was okay with this decision by the management team.
Okay, Matt, we got about 30 seconds left. Give us some reason for optimism, if you can.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Okay. Shane Bieber a couple of years ago won the Cy Young. He's Game 3. Max Scherzer wants to prove his time is not done, that he still has a couple more good games in him. He's going to be pitching Game 4, and eventually the bats will come around. Remember, they were able to get a lot of high-quality runs, high-quality wins against some good starters. With the Yankees, that's the best I got.
Yeah, okay. We have their previous track records. TSN Radio's Matt Cauz. We're all crossing our fingers for what happens in Seattle. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.